Oh man, we gonna go into this. Let me play this audio. Before we even go into it. Diddy has been sentenced. Diddy has been sentenced. What has it been 14 months? 14 months, and he's now gonna be transferred to a federal prison. They don't know yet, but let's hear what the news feed has to say about what's happening here. Let's listen up.
Following some more breaking news, it has been a very busy Friday here as we have this post from the Inner City Press saying that Sean Diddy Combs has just been sentenced to 50 months of incarceration by the judge.
I hate when they go 50 months. Like, I hate when they say 50 months or like, because it sounds short of a time. Like, it sounds like it's a short time when they say, oh, you got sentenced to 50 months. That it sounds short, but when you do the math, you're like, damn, this is a long time. Like 172 months. You're like, oh, I'm coming home. You add that shit up to like 34 years. But let's hear what they're saying.
B minus the 14 months that he's already served. Right now, I do want to head out to our Fox 5 New York team as they do have extensive coverage. Again, TMZ right there saying Diddy sentenced to 4 years in prison.
Decades, literally decades. He was facing a sentence of like life in prison, and now, let's see, he's got 14 real months in. That's really going to count for like a year and a half. With the programming that he'll get, he could be in a halfway house in 2 years, in 24 months.
So look at the wording that was of interest, how the judge was pretty much admonishing him, taking into account that the judge felt that he had not shown any remorse, and that Combs cried on the stand before like that. How effective do you think that was playing a part in this?
My uneducated guess is that the judge knew exactly what he was doing before he walked into that courtroom today, that he let everyone have their speech. Everyone, this went on. Normally these things are an hour and a half. We've been here for 8 hours, right? I was on with Rosanna this morning and Kurt, and I said it's going to be somewhere, I said plus or minus 5. So it was on a little bit of the minus 5. 4 years, 2 months. As I said, I think this judge, he said almost exactly what we predicted him to say. I know you've done a lot of good things, but I also need to take the bad things you've done into consideration, and therefore, here's my sentence.
The bad things. Yo, if you're getting in the building, like it up, leave a comment so I can shout you out. So Diddy is sentenced, y'all. They sentenced Diddy to 4 years. I want to get to the rest of the audio so we can get a little dialogue in. Like it up, leave a comment, because I want to know what y'all think about this. I want to know what y'all think about the Diddy sentencing right now. I want y'all to let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation, because there's some stuff to be said here. I want everybody's opinion. Like it up, leave a comment so I can shout you out, and let's have this conversation though, because this is crazy. Diddy has been sentenced. It's been like 14, 15 month trial. We've been going through this whole thing. Now he's sentenced. He got this time. Salute. Yo, like it up, subscribe to the channel. Yo, yeah, it's crazy right now. It's crazy. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, he's sentenced now. So I want to know, hey, before I give my opinion, before I give my say on it, I want to hear everybody's opinion, man, because we've been using the baby oil jokes. We've been doing this thing, going at Diddy. Salute. Noxa, how you pronounce? Noxa Writer. Salute. No, salute. Word. Appreciate y'all. Like it up. Subscribe to the channel. But we talking about Diddy. Let me know what y'all think. Everybody's been following this case, high profile case, for some months now. Over a year. We've been dealing with the situation, and I just want to see what y'all think. You know what I mean? He got sentenced on. So he beat all the major charges, right? But let's just hear the rest of the audio so we can have some commentary here. You know what I mean? Let's have some. Indonesia, salute. Indonesia is wow. That's what's up. So y'all in Indonesia, y'all don't give a damn about what's going on with Diddy. What's going on in Indonesia? That's kind of dope. Salute to Indonesia. That's dope. Salute. Word. That's what's up. Yeah, man. We in the building. We talking about this Diddy thing. It's crazy over here with Diddy. I don't know if Diddy ever been to Indonesia. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Do you got an Indonesian Diddy story? You know what I'm saying? Let me know, cause it's crazy. Yo, so Julio. Is it Julio? Yeah, Julio. What's up, man? Salute. Yo, from Miami. Yo, listen, I love Florida. You know what I mean? I used to live in Tampa. It was litty down there. I've been to Miami. I love Miami. Salute. My man Nori got a whole situation down there. He do drink champs down in Miami. Salute to salute to Miami. Philly Mike, OG. Are you from Philly? Or are you just, this is like your name, your tag? You know what I mean? Are you really from Philly? If so, what part? Because Philly is off the chain. You got Kensington over there. Type suspicious. And getting high on Kensington. Philadelphia, salute. Yeah, we talking about Diddy right here, man. You know what I mean? We talking about Diddy. They gave him 4 years. I want to know what y'all think. I want to know what y'all think about the Diddy situation. So they're saying they gave him, we don't got to hear the audio. Let's just go in. They gave him 4 years, and he already got 14 in. So they basically saying, he'll be home in like 2 years with the programs and all that, right? So what do y'all think? Y'all think he deserved the 4 years? Yo, you tap in, hit the like button, leave a comment. We talking about Diddy. Let me shout you out. Let me know where you tapping in from. We talking about Diddy right now. You know what I mean? It's about Diddy right now. He got sentenced, and basically we trying to tap in and chime in and see what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's going down right now. The Diddy situation. You know what I mean? Let's see what else they got to say. Damn what they got to say. What we gonna do is we gonna tap in and see what we got to say. So leave your comments. Let me know what's up. He said, Philly OG said, R.I.P. Dr. Dre, NWA forever. I've never seen 50 of them crying like this before. The video is crazy. What are you talking about, Dr. Dre, R.I.P.? What is he talking about? What you talking about, Dr. Dre, B? Dr. Dre ain't gone? Ain't nothing happened to Dr. Dre yet. Y'all heard something about Dre?
Yeah.
Y'all heard something about Dre? Let me know, cause I'm confused, man. 4 years will pass by fast. I'm sure he'll be cool after he gets out. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, he already been down for a little minute anyway. You know what I'm saying? He's been down for a little minute anyway. So I'm not tripping over that. But my thing is, does he deserve the time that they giving him right now? You know what I mean? That's my thing. Does he deserve the time that does he deserve the time? That's my whole point. Because at the end of the day, for prostitution, basically he got arrested for soliciting prostitution, right? So if that's what he got arrested for, where does that come into a 4-year sentence is what I'm saying. Is it injustice? Is it injustice that Diddy got sentenced to 4 years when he got acquitted for all the major charges that he was brought up on charges for? You know what I'm saying? Is it injustice? Is that an injustice to Diddy? Is the question. You know what I mean? Because in my eyes, my opinion, yes, it's injustice. Yes, it's injustice that you get 4 years for prostitution. Especially you just did almost 2 years in already. You know what I mean? They got time out of you. They humiliated you in front of the world for you to only get accused of the smallest crime, which is like a misdemeanor. So how does that hold up to what is it? 4 years? That don't account to 4 years in my eyes anyway. I could be wrong. Sonny Spotty, salute. Sonny Spotty, salute. Sonny said he was trafficking but not convicted for it. Should have gotten more. He's nasty. He was trafficking but not convicted for it. Look what you're saying. How could it be trafficking if he wasn't convicted for it? So it's an assumption that you get arrested for, and then what? And then you beat it. But see what you just said? we've been so brainwashed into he was guilty in the eyes of the people before he even was brought up on any charges. So that's the thing. That's the thing right there. We already found him guilty. We already found him guilty. He was guilty in the court of public opinion. Right? Because look what you just said. He was trafficking but not convicted for it. Should have gotten more. He nasty. He was trafficking but not convicted for it. So which one is it? Was he trafficking? No, because they found him innocent on smaller charges, basically prostitution. Right or wrong? Right or wrong, Sonny? You know what I mean? Right or wrong, Sonny? You know what I'm saying? You know, grown ass man. Yo, listen, these ain't toys, Playboy. These are collectibles. These are collectibles. You know what I mean? So you gotta have fun in life. You know, I'm a vintage nigga. You can see by the shirts, big. You gotta relax. It's collectibles. I do shit that make me happy. You feel me? Yo, if they gotta, he's like, yo, what's wrong with this guy? You know, he's just jealous because he don't have anything to aspire to in life. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Sonny, what's up, Sonny? You ain't got nothing to say to that? Where's your retort? Where's your retort? You know, because my thing is that's what it is. The thing is he was guilty in the face of public opinion, right? Proved innocent on all major charges. They hit him with a misdemeanor joint and he got 4 years. Where does the law come into play? Is my question, right? Where's the law? Why have a law if it only pertains to a certain sector of people is my question. You know what I'm saying? Sonny got out of here after that. Sonny gone. I thought you was so Sonny's gone. Bye-bye, Sonny. But that's the thing. He's already convicted in the eye of public opinion. So that's, you know, we got all the baby or you jokes. We got all the fun out. And now look, the man is stuck in jail on, I mean, Sonny. You just say Sonny said, so justice system is working fine. Now the judge, I mean, it works fine when they wanted to. Because I could pull up similar cases. You could pull it up. Similar cases where people got 90 days. This man spent tens of millions of dollars. And that's all it is anyway. It's capital punishment, man. Washington, D.C. on Capitol Hill. It's all about the money. It's all about the capital, right? Because you see people with similar cases get way less time, if any time at all, and don't have to spend the amount of money that he spent on a defense team trying to beat these charges. You know what I'm saying? So, but we all sitting back laughing how Diddy locked up. But Diddy's still richer than everybody. So he about to come home and still had a bag. 2 years, sit all right, boy, I still got 300 million. He's laughing at everybody. Anyway, who are we? You know what I'm saying? Who are we? Because at the end of the day, he's still coming home doing his dance. Like, and you know, and niggas is still bagging groceries. So at the end of the day, who really won? Who really won or who really lost? Because they said he was facing, you know, all the other charges was up to 10 and 30 years, all of these years. But now he got 4. He be home in 2 with 300 M's. So who really, like, if I was him, I'd be like, yo, thank God I ain't get 30 years. You're finished after that. You know what I'm saying? So thank God he didn't get hit with the swammy. You know, so he really still won at the end of the day. And yo, let's keep it real. All right? You want me to keep it real? I'm going to keep it real, Sonny. Oh, you still here, Sonny? I'm going to keep it real, right? He was guilty of the whole shit, right? Let's just say Diddy was guilty. The money got him off, right? Say the money got him off. You know what I mean? He still won because he only got a 4-piece out of all of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now, if a man is really guilty, because we wasn't there. We wasn't invited to the party. We wasn't on the slippery slide. We wasn't on the baby oil slide. We wasn't there. We wasn't slipping. So we really don't know. It's, we on another level. We not on that level of, so we really don't know. We wasn't there. But say he was, hypothetically. He was guilty, right? Now, he get off. Does a person learn their lesson? Do they learn their lesson if they get off and they really was guilty and they get 4 years? I don't know. Maybe. You don't need thousands of years in jail to learn a lesson. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, let's not get on here and ridicule him and Diddy's locked up and all that. Like, he still ain't winning in life. We got work to do. You know what I'm saying? We got work to do. So he's still winning, but at the end of the day, my opinion, right? My opinion is if he, for prostitution or whatever the case may be, all this money he spent on defense, this and that, you see similar cases where people got less time and all that. I feel like the man should be home with his kids, man. The man should be home with his kids. Word up. Prince C, salute. Word, like it up, subscribe to the channel, salutes. Eduardo, ¿qué pasa, loco? Dímelo. What's goody, man? What's goody? What's up? How you feel about this Diddy? They gave Diddy 4 years. William Saavedra, Brazil. ¿Qué paso? What's up, hombre? Yes, like it up, subscribe to the channel. I'm reaching out overseas. We overseas right now. Got a major overseas. They love me overseas. Salute. Que paso? Word up, man. Eduardo, what's up, bro? I'm chilling, man. We talking about Diddy. El Diddy. El Cappy Puffy. El Puffo. We talking about El Puffo, man. You know what I mean? El Puffo. Bad boy for life. Listen, he'd be home in 2 years, papa. He'd be home 2 years, papa. He'd be home. Let's see what happened. You know what I mean? I just don't want to put nobody down for. Listen, I say what I want. I'm happy he got his 4 years. Because, listen, the law is the law. The law is the law, man. If you got found innocent, you innocent. Public opinion fucks you up, though, because nobody want to hear that. Because people already made their mind up about him. Oh, Diddy, baby oil, he's doing this, do that. But then they find him innocent. Oh, still. Nah, bro. The man is innocent. They said it. Prostitution? Come on. Are you kidding me? There should be a lot of motherfuckers doing 4 years then, man. Because niggas is paying for punani out here. I know a few niggas paying it for that toto out here. Niggas paying for that toto. I know a few niggas. You know what I mean? So, I don't want to hear it, bro. Ecuador. Ooh. Crazy. Different ball game in Ecuador. Do they got MS-13 Trinitarios down there? I know El Salvador, a lot of MS-13. They came up here and wreaked havoc up here. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. They was going crazy. But it's some good brothers, like Ecuadorians, some good brothers. I like the Ecuadorian food, too. Yes, the rice, the candula, all that, yeah. Sofrito, tracao, let's go. Que paso, Ecuador? Oh, yeah. Trying to buy some smoke? This nigga tell you. Type suspicious. Nigga trying to sell weed on my live stream. What you got? You got 3.5s, 2.5 grams. What you got, man? Oh, shit. This is crazy. He said he left his first wife, and the way he treated women, he nasty. He can have all that money, but can't take it when he dies. Nah, nobody's saying that, bro. Nobody's saying that, bro. You know what I'm saying? This nigga wildin', right, Spotty? Nah, nobody's saying that, right? And y'all, listen, I'm not, I'm opinionated, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, let's deal with the facts, right? He did leave his first wife. It was a lot of speculation with that shit too. A lot of crazy shit happened around Diddy. I'm not disregarding that. Like, you know what I mean? All I'm saying, I'm putting myself in his shoes, right? That's what I do. Before I make my analysis or give my opinion, I just put myself in somebody's shoes. And my thing is, if I was in prison, you know what I'm saying? If I was in prison, which, you know, I've been in trouble with the law before. I'm not, thank God I've changed my life. But what I'm saying is, I've been in them positions before in life. And I know how it feel to be sitting on the inside fighting for your freedom. You know what I mean? So my thing is this. If you, in the court of law, you want the law to work in your favor. Or you want the law to just do its job. So if you get found innocent on charges and your shit don't add up to a certain amount of time, you want to come home. And my thing is, you can accuse me of everything, but let the law work. Look, if y'all got found innocent, then treat me differently, man. They was wrong. Listen, they say OJ killed Nicole, man. You know what I mean? Is that, you know, so the people who believe that shit they still didn't treat OJ like he was innocent, even though the verdict said this and that. And I get it, because maybe money do play. That's not maybe. Money does play a part in shit like this. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we never know. But at the end of the day, I feel like if a motherfucker ain't killed nobody, man, and people were doing shit willingly, flying, ain't no way you could, you know, he treated me bad, but I flew there 91 times and get the fuck, what? If a nigga if you getting treated a certain kind of way, why you gonna keep going? That shit don't make no sense to me, man. That's like the old you touch the stove and you get burned. You gonna touch the stove again? No. It's common sense. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing that it's a lot of pieces to the puzzle. And when you got money like that and fame and all that, you don't gotta force nobody to do a damn thing, man. Believe that. Believe that. When you got money like that and fame and fortune, you don't gotta be like, yo, they doing shit willingly, B. This ain't no, you don't gotta be Diddy Combs. Bitch, you could go. You know what I'm saying? So come on, man. That's crazy. You know, so it's a lot of pros and cons, but let the law be the law. Let the law do what the law's supposed to do. You know? And shit, motherfuckers still laughing at the end of the day, because you come home with 200-300 M's, even 100 M's, and still winning. Come on, man. Still winning, man. But do better. You know what I mean? And if this is how the world is viewing you, then do better. You know, make sure you do better. You know what I'm saying? And give people something different to talk about. You know, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? He got convicted, you know, on these charges. My man Williams said, Viva America. Yeah, Viva America, man. Straight up, man. You know, it is what it is, man. But I'm just happy the brother got a date to come home, man. Got a date to come home. And that's what it is. I want to hear everybody else's opinion, though. What y'all thinking out there? Diddy got sentenced to 4 years. They thought he was going to give him 30. Everybody thought Diddy was... Now, let's have this conversation. Brothers thought Diddy was finished. They was talking crazy about him on podcasts. Yo, Diddy's about to come home and stunt on the gas. Telling you, Diddy is coming home and he's stunting. Because everybody turned their back on him. The only two people that didn't turn their back on Diddy was Stevie J and Ray J. Funny, both of their names end with J. For juveniles. No, I'm just playing. No, but that's crazy. That's a coincidence. But, yo, Stevie J and Ray J stuck by him, man, and held him down. I ain't hear nobody else hold him down like Stevie J and Ray J. He owed them brothers. You got 200-300 M's. When you come home, hit them off, man. Heat him off. Because they held him down. They held Diddy down, man. You know? But at the end of the day, yeah, man, like, you know, I see people with different opinions. But where's the Diddy supporters? Because or the supporters of justice or injustice, right? Because it goes both ways, right? I think justice, It's a lot, man. It's a lot because of the public, because how they throw you. Even me, I got mixed opinions about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, not with the time and all that, because I feel like these stars and celebrities and all that, they're targeted. You know what I'm saying? 1 second, guys. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Dead serious. Yo, dead serious. Because, like, yo, my thing is public opinion, man. You know what I'm saying? Even me, in the eyes of public opinion, it's difficult. It's difficult because they paint this picture of you. They paint this picture of you of this monster. It's all over the news. It's brainwashing. It's kind of like when you watch McDonald's commercials, right? Or you watch TV and you're seeing commercials or advertisements all day. And then all of a sudden, you've been seeing Burger King or McDonald's all day. Now you want a burger. You wasn't even thinking about a burger. You probably was thinking about, but if you're seeing this on the news in your face and they're painting this picture, the diddler. You know, and I'm not going to lie. I did skits on it and, you guys go to the shorts. I did shorts on it and spoke about it and covered it for a minute. But, because that's the thing, right? But it's out there. It's plastered in front of your face and it's convincing. So it's hard for you to really make it. So when the verdict get read and he's innocent, we still looking at him like he's guilty. Think about that for a second. You know what I'm saying? It's plastered in front of you. This guy did this, did that, did this, did that, and he gets found innocent on that. But we're still like, no, he did it. That's crazy, right? 12 people said he didn't. 12 people trusted in a jury. These people sat up for months. They get paid nothing. Small per diem. Small things, right? They get this, and we don't honor their opinion. We don't honor their opinion. These people really sat around for months and had to conjure up and break down all this evidence and listen to all these testimonies. And that's what we do? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's crazy. Salute, Victoriana. Victoriana is ill. That's like some ill, like 1800s Queen Victoriana. We gotta go, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's an ill Victoriana. Not Victoria, like Victoriana. Like a different, like, not regular, like, oh, you're Victoria, I'm Victoriana. Like, whole different queen. Like, this is the whole, like, the whole other palace. That's kind of dope. Word, salute to you. I appreciate you. Salute, like, subscribe to the channel. Word, so we talking Diddy, Victoriana. We talking Diddy, and basically just, your opinion on the verdict. 4 years. Did he deserve it? Did he deserve to come home? Did he deserve to stay in prison? The thoughts on it. You know what I mean? The man was found innocent on all major charges and found guilty on the smaller charge, which is really a misdemeanor. Which really don't even carry jail time. It's like fines and probation or something like that, like really minuscule thing. But they're trying to say the Mann Act. Come on, man. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy. I mean, my opinion is the man should be home with his kids, man. You know what I mean? Be home with his family. He's in prison for being a freak. And it should be, all these niggas should be going to jail. I know some niggas right now. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, yo, this is the world we live in, I guess. You know what I mean? It's the world we live in. And we got to deal with it. We got to watch it unfold. We know that justice, it's called blind justice, right? If you go in the front of a federal court building, you're going to see a statue of a man with a blindfold around his eyes. And that symbolizes blind justice. Because if you fit a certain criteria, we'll look the other way, right? Or if you fit another criteria, we're going to throw the book at you regardless of status or whatever. None of that matters. It's just a certain criteria, and we can say it. I know it's cliche, but if you don't got the complexion for the connection, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Victoriana said, 100% agree with you. And look, I appreciate that. You know what I mean? I appreciate the fact that you can watch this unfold in front of your eyes for months on end, over a year on end, and say that. Because obviously, you dug into the facts and you're looking at the obvious here. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not looking for like no favoritism or this or that. I'm not doing that. What I'm saying is, let's just look at the obvious. Let's deal with the law. Let's put yourself in people's shoes, right? And basically, if you're in these shoes and it was you and you're waiting and you're depending on the law to be the law and you get found innocent, you should be home. That's all I'm saying. What is the system for if it's not going to be used correctly? That's all I'm saying. What is the system for if it's not going to be used correctly? You know what I mean? That's my whole point. Why have a judicial system? Why set up? You know what I mean? Why do that? Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. So at the end of the day, what do we do here? What do we do as a society when the law is no longer operating lawfully? Right? What do we do as a society when the law is no longer operating lawfully? What do we do? Because it's a scary thing. You know what I mean? But it's deeper than that, right? It's deeper than that. So let's get into why it's deeper than that. Well, Diddy had plans to do things with his money that might not have favored white society or the guys with all the money, the Jews, however you want to say, the controllers of this whole entertainment space and branding space, because he was in the liquor game. You know what I'm saying? He was in the liquor game and he was about to make a move, and he was talking. How he messed up was he said something to Charlemagne. Let's just keep it real. If you really following and breaking it down, he said something to Charlemagne about the Black Coalition. That's what he said. He said something about the Black Coalition, and he wanted to form a conglomerate of rich black entertainers with money and put their money together to really bring the culture forward, and whatever that means. Maybe opening black-owned medical clinics and banks and this and that. Let's not forget what Victoriana said. She said, and that all the evidence is out there too, but it's always the book that comes to the rescue. It's very disheartening. Exactly, and that's and that's why you got to look deeper into it and say, okay, well, what's really going on? Well, here I go. It's because what he was about to do, and at a certain point, they're like, oh, and this is what happened. And this is the lesson. This is a sit your ass down, nigger lesson. Let's just keep it a bean, please. Sit your ass. What? You know who you are, motherfucker? Listen. You're getting the nigger's getting too big for his britches. Let's teach him a lesson. It's always a teach him a lesson moment. You know what I'm saying? It's a teach him a lesson moment. That's what it was. No matter, and then let him know, listen, I don't care how rich you get. Jay-Z, Kevin Hart, all of these rich black entertainers, as soon as you step out of line and try to get holier than thou or bigger than thou, we're going to sit your ass down, man. You feel me? Problem is with Diddy, they couldn't put him all the way down because they let him he played the game all the way right. So he had that money. Yeah, I'm not gonna play with me. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is really what it is. They couldn't play with him like that. Like they sat him down. The most they could have done, and they knew with all of that, they ran in there and found guns. Let's not forget. I think this is where the money come in. Because let's not forget, they ran in there and found guns, crib, all types of shit. They had all types of shit. But the best they was able to do was humiliate him in the public, in the eyes of his people. That was the best thing because they couldn't hit him. They couldn't get him on 30 joints. But what they did successfully was humiliate him. Just like, I think it was Sonny who said it earlier. Yo, he said, what Sonny say earlier? He said, yeah, money got... No, he said something about basically. He said, "Oh yeah," he said he was trafficking but not convicted for it. Should have gotten more. Now he said he was trafficking but didn't get, charged with trafficking. So that's the thing. And are you trafficking? Are you trafficking? Are you trafficking when? Are you trafficking when people are voluntarily coming? Trafficking is like, you smuggling and doing shit on the sneak. Not when you ordering shit JetBlue and flying over. That's not trafficking. That's you know what it is. You coming over. This is what we doing, and that's it. Because if that's the case, then all entertainers should be in prison right now for flying women from one state to another for sex, right? All entertainers. It's regular niggas who do that shit. Yo, mom, on Instagram, you talking to Facebook, I'm going to come see you. And fly from Atlanta to New York or vice versa. So it's like, come on. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So, my thing is, it's crazy out here, man. Public opinion to get you. Public opinion to really put you in a position where it don't matter what happened, and I feel like that's what they wanted. I feel like they knew from the beginning they wasn't going to be able to put this man away for life. But what they could do was stop when he was trying, because think about it. If he was talking about this coalition and doing all of this with this conglomerate of people, now those people not dealing with him no more. So they can't do that. And this has happened throughout time, throughout the history of time, this has happened to where it's, you get too big for your britches or they'll shut it down. Remember Oklahoma City when they bombed us in America? Like, that's the first time they bombed America in America. Like, come on, man. So this has been happening since the beginning of time. You just gotta really pay attention and see what it is. Keep your eyes open because it's blind justice, man. It's blind justice, and it's a shame to where we set up this system that we have and it doesn't work how it's supposed to, but in their eyes, they know what they did. They put him on a chopping block for a reason, and they wanted to humiliate him in the eyes of his people so that his people won't back him no more. You know what I mean? Because he was at a point to where everybody looks up to the entertainers, right? The entertainers, musicians set the trends, right? So, this has happened throughout. This is what it is. So he was at a point to where it's like, yo, I'm the man, Diddy. Everybody loves me. Everybody looked up to him. All entertainers, everybody wanted to aspire to be like him. So if he said, yo, let's do this, they'll all follow because of his trail of results, right? His results say, I know what I'm doing. Anything I touch turn to gold. So if he was planning to do something major that was kind of like rebellious against the system, then that was the best thing they could do. The best thing they can do was humiliate him in the eyes of his people so that his people won't follow him no more. and they can get back to irking and jerking motherfuckers, doing what they doing and keeping their hope alive. And because now we got the guy, he's been running it, since 94. You've been running it from 94 to 2022 when he got arrested or something like that. That's a long time accumulating money, having $200 million years for 20-something years straight. It's a lot of money, a lot of power, a lot of relationships, a lot of intel, a lot, right? It's a lot. So you got to really think about it. They had to shut him down because he was about to make a move that was going to go against the groove. He was about to make a move that was going to go against the groove, man. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't going to be good for the other side. It wasn't going to be good for the other side. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, dang, man. But hey, look, I'm just going to say this. Diddy got 4 years. He should be grateful, man. Thankful, grateful he had the money to fight. If he didn't have this, let me tell you some shit, man. If this was another entertainer, if this, it could have been anybody else, man. This could have been any. I don't want to just name somebody, but if this was any other rapper, it would have been over for them. This would have ended a long time ago. It's the money and prestige that kept this case going the way he was able to fight it. You know what I'm saying? If this was Capadonna from Wu-Tang, this should have been over a long time ago. I'm sorry to say, but he had the money to make it work. Any other person wouldn't have had the money for the defense. You already guilty in the eye of public opinion. They would have fried somebody else. It would have been a massacre. It would have been a massacre. So he better be thankful that he was smart enough throughout these years to invest and save his money and do whatever he was doing and stay active and be the guy he was. Because had it been all a fraud and he ain't really had no money like that, man, listen, man. This would have been over a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? So he better be thankful. And, Diddy was into a lot of different shit, his name was in a lot of different things, and we know this. You know what I'm saying? We know this. Let's not turn a blind eye here to the fact that there's speculation about him and his oldest son's mom. She died, Kim Porter. God bless her soul. She passed away. So there was some skeptical stuff about that to where they said he has something to do with that. Biggie's death, of course, but I don't buy into the Biggie's death thing. I don't buy into that. That happened for whatever reasons it happened, but it didn't have nothing to do with that. I don't buy it. That was his brother. That was his friend. That was his artist. But yeah, I just hope that he comes home. So what do y'all think? What do y'all think? How is it over for when he come home? Is he gonna have to go to a remote island, never to be seen again? How does this work out for him? How does this turn out? That's my thing. Does he come back and he's back? He's doing video. Is Diddy? I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna be the case. Unfortunately, I would love to see him, reclaim his throne and beat it, because he gave us a lot of good music. Come on, let's not see. That's the thing too. People get into shit, and then we automatically forget how great of an artist or how great of a whatever they did, actor or whatever they did. We forget that. You know what I mean? Let's not do that. Oh, don't play his music. I'm playing Biggie, Mace. I'm playing all that shit, man. Ain't nobody stopping me from playing that. I still play R. Kelly. I said it. I play R. Kelly. He made too much good. If you listen to Michael Jackson's one of his last albums, you're listening to R. Kelly because he wrote it. Come on. Can't take that away from people. You can't. It's edge in history. You listen to You're Not Alone from Michael Jackson, that's on your Spotify, Kelly wrote it. Listen to B2K, Kelly. It's hard to get around it. So it's like we can't take away the body of work. We can't do that. The man set a trend. The man was the pulse of music for a long time. And that's a big statement, but everybody wanted to be a bad boy, come out and play. Remember that? Yeah, like, yeah. G-Dep, make this money, Harlem Shake. Everybody was Harlem Shaking. Now we not Harlem Shaking no more now. Come on, Murray. You gotta be kidding me, man. You can't take away the body of work. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, 4 years, whether you're happy about the verdict or not, it's your opinion, it's your choice. You got the freedom of speech, freedom to do or think however you want to. Nobody can take that from you. I wanted to come on and give my piece about it, only because it's like, I just know it's a conversation to have. You know, whether you catch the show live or you catch it when I post it, you know, leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think, because I feel like it's a discussion that needs to be had. And I feel like it's mixed feelings about it. That's why I feel like it's mixed, because it's been in front of our face for a long time right now. You know, before the I forgot the young man, the man name who got killed. The guy just got recently shot in his neck. I forgot the guy with the white. Charlie Kirk. Before that, all we was talking about was Diddy, baby oil, Diddy, baby oil. You know what I'm saying? And it made baby oil a bad thing now. No, now baby oil is a bad thing. Let's get back. Can we get back to loving baby oil? Can we just do that? Because baby oil ain't do nothing to nobody. Now we mad at baby oil. We mad at Diddy and baby oil. Johnson & Johnson mad to the mug. Y'all messing up my sales, man. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know, let's get back to loving baby oil, man. Ain't nothing wrong with baby oil. Was raised on baby oil. Oh, man. But for real, guys, we gotta, you know, we gotta look at shit, you know, through different angles, you know what I'm saying, and analyze it and understand that they brainwash us, man. It's deeper than what we could perceive, because we're not in those conversations where decisions and laws are being made, man. We're at the bottom of the totem pole unless we climb up and make things happen in our personal life that's gonna get us in them rooms. But all we doing is speculating down here. That's all we doing. We just speculate. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, what do we really know but what we're told? You know, it's like in ancient times when the king comes out and you see the whole, you know, crowds down and he's over at the top and just talking to the multitudes like, we ain't shit. We ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do we know? You know, this is all a spectacle. My boy World Breaker, hold on. What is the science, Lord? My man World Breaker, man. What's up, man? Yeah, man. I don't know why I'm just seeing the car. I didn't hit the thing. I ain't hit the thing. World Breaker, what's good, man? Salute. Hope I ain't too late, man. I just hit the joint, man. What's good, bro? Yeah, man. Well, you know, I had to get back on the Diddy situation, man. You got sentenced. World Breaker, I'm glad you're here. What do you think about the sentencing? 4 years. They gave him 4 years, World Breaker. My God, day one. Yo, bro, I'm dropping this album. That's why, bro. I'm dropping this album. And I put 3 singles. I put 3 singles out already. Video about to drop 2. I'm actually been waiting to go back on. So when I go back on, I got the album done. I wanted to have the video and the link and shit for everybody. But I had to get on today because you know, the Diddy got the sentencing today, bro. I know you a day one dude, fam. Appreciate you, fam. Word. And I just been doing this. I've been doing these records. I've been putting this album together. Everything is all wrapped up now. Just waiting for this video so I could drop it. Word. Yeah. Yeah. So I tell you, bro. Basically, I know I was keeping everybody on point. E-Mans is in the building at 50 minutes on the live. He told me 10 o'clock. He is now in the building. Like it up, man. Push this live out. Push this live out, man, as much as we can. But yeah. So what happened, World Breaker, man, is they sentenced him today. You know what I'm saying? They sentenced him today, and basically they sentenced him to 4 years, bro. They sentenced him to 4 years, but he got acquitted of all the charges that held 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, and he got basically convicted of soliciting prostitution. That's basically what he got convicted of. Soliciting prostitution. Which is a misdemeanor. But they still gave him 4 years. So my thing is, I'm asking them like, what they think about that? How you get 4 years for soliciting prostitution? That's crazy. That is crazy. Let me see. Where Emily go? She left. Let me see. I need a World Break in the building. E-Mans. Money Mike, yo, Money Mike, yeah! Type suspicious. My man Mike, he said, bro, I think you should be thankful. The prosecutors was recommending 11. It's less than half of that, and we will only have 3 to serve. Mike, listen, you're saying the right thing, Mike. That's what I said earlier. I said, look, if I was Diddy, I'd be like, yo, listen, man. Nigga, no, you did all this shit. You got 4 years. You did 14. You be home with like 2 and some change. You should be thankful, man. And I'll be and listen, and I'll be happy and laughing at niggas at the same time, because at the end of the day, yo, I'm still coming home. I'm not getting nowhere near the time I'm supposed to get, and I still got 200-300 M's in the bank. Like, what's really good though? Like, what are y'all really telling me? Y'all can really kill me or y'all won't come home richer than all y'all niggas. Still. So what's up? Baby, or you on me? You heard? Word. Yeah, serious. Queen B, salute. Like and subscribe to the channel. Queen B, salute. They had to compromise somewhere. That's a fact. They definitely did. Godzilla, Brazil. What's this? Brazil in the building? Hola, ¿qué pasa, loco? Dímelo. ¿Qué pasó? Brazil's in the building. What's up? Trying to come to Brazil, man. Word to the mother, B. Hook me up, man. Trying to come down there and do a show or something. Word up. You say he beat the bigger charge a few months ago. That's only because they was trying to see if he was running the organized prostitution ring. They messed up by using the word organized. That's a fact. Because it wasn't exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Word up. Yo, like, subscribe to the channel, Godzilla. What's goody? Word, Brazil in the building. You already know, man. Que paso, you heard? Yeah, yes, sir. Me gusta ma mujer. I don't really know. I got a little bit of, you know what I mean? Yeah. But, yo, you know, at the end of the day, yeah, bro. You know, they messed up. So they messed up. They got 14 out of them. Right? They got 14 months out of them. Bing. And then he only get charged with basically just buying hookers, if you want to just put it like that. That man home, man. The law supposed to work the way the law supposed to work, man. I looked it up. Prostitution and so on, that shit is like a misdemeanor, probation, pay a fine. You bought some pussy. Whoop-dee-doo. Like, you know what I mean? If that's the case, Mikey should have been locked up a long time ago. Money Mike should have been in jail. I'm just fucking with you, Mike. Nah, but for real, man. Niggas, what? I mean, come on here. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? What are you talking about, man? Straight up, man. What are you talking about? Prostitution? You gave him 4 years? Come on, man. It's bigger than Nino. And that's the thing. It's bigger than Nino. The man was about to make some moves with the money from the conglomerate, and they wasn't having it. He left Ciroc, said, I'm about to bust my own move, and this is what we doing. You know what I'm saying? And they wasn't having that. It said, sit your little nigga ass down somewhere. Because it ain't happening. We're about to crush you. So it don't matter if you almost got $1 billion. These motherfuckers got trillions on top of billions. And if it's 10 billionaires in the room and they put a bill together, come on, man. You can't play with these dudes. See, that's our problem. We don't have enough of a financial structure to fight. Diddy was doing it all on his own. But if the dudes that was at them parties and white parties and all these brunches came, Jay-Z, everybody put their money together and stood next to him and said, we not having it, it shouldn't even lasted this long. But that was the plan. Get your people to turn on you so that way they're not going to follow you when you try to bust that move you was trying to bust, talking about the black coalition and all that. Let's let your people find you guilty in the eye of public opinion. They knew they wasn't going to have him on no 30 years. They knew that from the beginning. They wanted us to turn our back on him so we wouldn't support him because he's about to bust a major move. I'm telling you, B. He said not to say, World Breaker said not to say Diddy wasn't a monster, but she was begging for him to come back after he threatened to be done. And that's what I'm saying. That I said that earlier too. Like, yo, if somebody's that bad to you, why do you keep going back? Cassie or whoever, the girls was coming, screw dudes, whatever. If it was that bad, why were you continuing to go back? I don't get that. And that's where, I feel like all that shit, and that's probably part of the reason why the jurors is like, yo, we're not gonna find them guilty. Because if somebody feel like their life is in danger, why you keep spinning the block, man? Why you keep spinning the block, man? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and so come on, B. Let's be real here. Let's be real here, man. You know what I mean? So that's my whole thing. That's my whole thing. Guilty in the eye of public opinion. And that's what they wanted from the beginning. That's what I take from it. They wanted us to turn our back on Diddy, man. That's what they want. It's type suspicious, man, straight up. Because, we know the deal. It sounds like the same old cry. Oh, but it's the truth, man. The law only works a certain way for a certain sector of people. And that's that. That's that, man. That's that. William, salute, man. Salute. Appreciate you. Like and subscribe to the channel, man. Salute, man. We've been on this thing for an hour. Talking this Diddy thing, man. I had to get it off my chest, guys. I had to say something about this. I had to get it off my chest because we did follow it. And like I said, I'm, dropping this album. So I've been off this, working on this project for this music. And, I changed the scenery, as you guys can see, because when I do come back, I'm coming back in full effect. And I'm going to make sure I got the links to my website. Matter of fact, y'all on here, y'all can check out my website. It's globalunityrecords.com. Globalunityrecords.com. That's my website. You can go purchase the hoodies now that I have online for the single that I'm about to drop called Puppy Love. And my music on all the platforms is Magic TYTY. Magic TYTY. You can find me on all streaming platforms where my music is, where I'll be dropping my singles, and my album will be available on globalunityrecords.com. Once we drop this video, I'm going to release the album so you guys could enjoy and, really take a deep dive into what I'm all about aside from, the podcasting. But, the video will be dropping really soon, and everything is popping, man. So that's why I've been taking a little break from the podcast. I know it's been a major break, a few months, but, I've been writing this album and working on this music. So, it's kind of like all my energy been going there. But I will be back on once the album drops in full effect. I'll be back on in full effect and always going live with you guys. I changed my live streaming time. I used to go on at midnight. I know World Breaker, you know what's going on. He said I'm going to be on Apple Music. The singles is on Apple Music right now. I got a Magic TYTY. It's Magic Space TYTY together. TYTY together, Magic. And if emails. If you got the link to anything, if you could drop it in the comments right now, that'd be dope. If you could drop the link to anything, any music, yeah. There you go, E. Yep, that's just like that. I got 3 singles out on Apple Music right now. Might have the whole album on Apple Music, but I'm really considering just having it for purchase only on my website. So when I do drop the video, it's going to be a link there on the video that can take you to the website and purchase the music and merchandise and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So just keep a lookout for that. I'm definitely going to go live and have the links up for everything once the video is ready. It's already shot. Just waiting for the editing to be done, and then it'll be out. And I'll have everything available for you guys. So, you know, we can really lock in. And then once that album is out and everything's running, I'll be back up promoting, going crazy, and on this thing, doing my thing, man. So, you know, salute to y'all, man. And if you catch this after the live, man, just make sure you like it up and leave some comments and let us know what's up, man. But definitely Magic TY on all streaming platforms. On YouTube, I got the freestyles up there. Everything. Lock in. Check me out, man. You already know what it is. Check the rhyme. Magic TY everything, yo. Salute. Peace.